So my name is Dipuo Phakathi. I grew up in a small mining town called Carltonville, Kutsong location. I grew up with my brother, so it's just me and my brother raised by our parents. But we grew up with extended family, lots of cousins. I was actually raised by my grandmother while both my parents were pursuing teaching careers in Qwaqwa. Yeah, so I mean, small immediate family, big extended family. I studied engineering, so I studied to be a metallurgical engineer. Pursued my career in Rustenburg. I worked in the mines for about 8 years, because I was a typical math and science student. So after that, I actually I joined corporate. After mining, I joined corporate. I worked for the bank for about 3 years. And while I was at the bank, they actually ran a competition at Standard Bank on the campaign, What's Your Next? So the competition was based on permanent employees that have side hustles, so that are working in the bank, but that also have side hustles enter this competition. And the prize would be 4 months paid leave to focus on your side hustle. And to cut the long story short, basically I won the competition. I got 4 months paid leave to focus on my side hustle. And my side hustle at that point was I had already started my design and installation kitchen business. The only thing that I was installing the only thing that I was outsourcing in the small business was the manufacturing. And I think it was in 2016 where I was renovating my own house. So as part of my own house renovations, I was looking for cupboards. And I think I had 3 consultations with 3 different businesses. One of the things I was doing is converting one of my children's rooms into a walk-in closet because I had extended the other part of the house. And as part of going through these consultations, I felt, none of the other businesses were asking about me and my personality. They were all telling me about hanging space and folding space. But I just thought my personality is much more fuller than that. I've got jewelry to display, I've got shoes to display, I've got bags to display. So I think when I was complaining a lot to my partner, he said, there's actually probably other people that have the same frustration. So maybe this could be a potential business. So I think that's when that seed was planted in my mind. But also from that frustration, I ended up designing my own closet. So I'm not much of a designer per se, didn't go to design school, but I could literally draw out what I want. And there I went shopping for a carpenter now because I had the design, I just needed someone to implement it. So went around to some shops. I met a carpenter who, we clicked. He was telling me that he's always wanted to start his own business, but he didn't have the business acumen side of things. So, we basically did my house. He did my walk-in closet with me designing it and him doing the carpentry work. We actually did the rest of the house together. It turned out well, and we registered a business. So with me basically incorporating personality into my cupboards. So I came in with that touch, he came in with the practical technical ability of carpentry, and that's where we started. So I met the owners of the Nick Cabinets, father and son owned business originally from Mauritius. Met them by chance at an Airbnb. Complimented their cabinets because I was in that space. So, I would always have that finer attention to detail. And they told me that, no, we run a manufacturing business and we're actually looking to sell. We worked out a good deal with the old owners of the Nick Cabinets. We actually managed to get them to even do a 1-year handover, worked out payment processes, even as part of the sale. They were obliged to help me reach the sale targets that they were reaching before. So at the Nick Cabinets, we design, manufacture, and install custom-made built-in cabinetry. Our market is both the residential market, obviously with your kitchens, wardrobes, walk-in closets, and bathroom vanities, and we also service the corporate market. Those in the corporate market, we work mostly with builders. We work with interior designers to also manufacture their custom-made pieces. And yeah, we work with architects, developers, who are also looking to offer their client a turnkey solution of building and also cabinetry at the same time. At a certain level, you know, we're hoping that people also develop that conscious mind of buying local. You know, should you buy local, you are preserving jobs, you know, you are growing families, you are contributing to the economy, and all of those good things. But you're also depending on the market to also have that conscious mind to say, you know what, I'd rather go spend my money on local production than get an import. You know that saying that says, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, for me, I get to work on 8 million rand houses. I get to do kitchens and walk-in closets and vanities, custom make it worth 500,000. I mean, like I said, I'm from a small mining township. I lived with my extended family in a 4-roomed house, not even a 4-bedroom house, a 4-roomed house. So you can just imagine the thinking from there. I mean, nowadays we work on kitchens that have huge islands. I never knew, you know, growing up that kitchens that have islands have this much effect. So, you know, it's meant, you know, dreaming big, propelling your growth, but also just trying to achieve bigger and bigger. Because if I can get where I am right now, imagine if if I just keep pushing where I could be. So yeah, you know, dream big actually, and put in the hard work. That's all you can do.